What's going on, y'all? So we're going to just go over a couple clips on how Chris Paul makes his decisions out on the game, right? So he's one of the best assist leaders in the NBA. But let's see how he actually does it, and let's see why he makes the reads that he does. So on this play, we got an inbounds for Chris Paul, right? Miles Bridges will set the first screen. The defender appears to be chasing over the screen. So another screen is going to be coming for Chris Paul. Now, this is his read. Chris Paul needs to realize what coverage the defense is in, right? So the big isn't up high trying to stop Chris Paul. The big is actually allowing Chris Paul to take the lane, because when you're in a drop defense, you sort of want to make this guard make a decision, right? You don't want your guy to beat you over the top for a lob, but you also don't want to give Chris Paul a layup. So Chris Paul realizes that this guy is a little bit too high, and if Bismack Biyombo rolls hard, he should be able to get a lob dunk. Let's see the decision. Lob, dunk. Bismack got behind his head. Easy dunk, easy read for Chris Paul. So it seems like we have a pin down for Bridges, right? He's going to set this screen on the guard to possibly try to get a switch, right? Maybe that's a better matchup. Sets the screen. So when he sets the screen, Bridges, who's not usually a roller, is going to roll, right? And when he rolls, this guy, CJ McCollum, is going to have to make a decision. He's going to either have to bump him a little bit and give this guy some space to shoot a three, or he's going to let this Miles Bridges roll without a bump, and he'll just cover Cam Johnson so he doesn't get a three. So let's see the decision that Chris Paul makes. Boom. He reads that. So look, this is amazing. He reads that CJ McCollum doesn't really get a good tag on him, right? So CJ is a little bit behind Miles here. So this opens up the lane. In Chris Paul's vision, he sees that, and you can kind of see he's looking this way, like he's going to pass it to Cam Johnson, but instead he throws a dump off for Miles Bridges in the layup. So Chris Paul getting picked up full court. You don't see that too much in the NBA, but this defender right here, he's known for doing that. So we have another set play out of Horns here. Chris Paul hits Cam Johnson, comes out, gets the ball right back, right? So now screen is coming again. So the reads are going to be this. He's going to see how his defender is playing him, right? The defender has one of two options. He either goes over the screen or he goes under the screen. Now, knowing the great playmaker that Chris Paul is, I can assume that the defender is going to try to go over the screen. But let's see how Chris Paul reads it. Defender goes over it. Chris Paul uses his body, gets the defender off balance, right? Now, when he gets his defender off balance, this guy now sees he has to make a decision. Is he going to stunt and get Chris Paul a tougher shot, or is he going to leave this guy open for a three? Chris Paul, being the point guard that he is, realizes that this defender is coming out for him, so he finds Cam Johnson spacing out for three. Easy read. So we have Chris Paul coming out in transition, right? So watch this. Chris Paul sends Devin Booker through, right? You can kind of see him point that Devin Booker to go through, right? You know why? Because he sees Cam Johnson, one of their best three-point shooters, trailing in for a three-point shot. So if he sends Devin Booker through, this guy is going to be out the picture, and he won't be able to contest Cam Johnson's three. So Cam Johnson should have this whole area to set up for a three. So let's see how this plays out. Sends him through, Cam Johnson, wide open three. Bang.